We're going to interpret a linear function. An unmanned aerial vehicle, UAV, is used for surveillance. The table shows the height, y, in thousands of feet of the UAV, x, minutes after it begins to descend from the cruising altitude. So, at 0 minutes, before it starts to descend, it's at 65,000 feet. 10 minutes later, it's at 60 feet, and 20 minutes later, it is at 55 feet. We want to write an equation and then interpret what the equation means. To write an equation, we need it in the form y equals mx plus b form. So we need an m and a b. The b is found quite easily by looking at where the x is 0. So that's the y-intercept, and it is b. It is at 65. We just need to find the slope. So the slope, I can pick out any two ordered pairs that I want, like 0,65 and 1060, and use the formula y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. I like to use a template so that I don't forget there are minuses in the formula. You can name or label them x1, y1, x2, y2 if that helps you. And your y's are 60 and 65. So 60 minus 65. Your x's are 10 and 0. So I have a negative 5 over 10. And I need to reduce that to negative 1/2. Can we see that? Okay. So I've got my slope. I've got my b. So my slope was negative 1/2 x. All right, so what I have is y equals negative 1/2 x plus 65. I believe that this word problem puts it as a fraction, and as a decimal instead, as y equals negative 0.5 x plus 65. So if you see that instead of 1/2, that would be all that they did. They turned it into a decimal. Now, let me show you what the formula looks like. All you have to do is graph these 3 points right here. You'll notice that in the graph, you'll want to do the minutes on the x-axis, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. And you're going to want to do the height on the y-axis. And remember, it's in thousands of feet. And this is a UAV flight. Whenever you make a graph, you need to label it appropriately. And these are the 3 points that we have. Now, what does all of that mean? Well, the slope indicates that the height decreases 500 feet per minute. So height decreases 500 feet per minute. And the y-intercept indicates that the descent begins at the cruising altitude of 65,000 feet. So remember, that was 65,000 feet where it begins to descend.